This one is basically about how I feel and trying to describe what I have been labeled as a social phobic with anxiety disorder. I'm not sure how much I can describe to you, but it's basically like living in a glass prison and trying to function without getting hurt emotionally, maybe even physically. It's about being insecure and never feeling like you're safe. No matter what you do, that there's something out there unpredictable that's just gonna hurt you and get at you. I have lived with this since I was 8 years old. So, being 34, it's been a long time. And my maturity to get over this has taken a long, long time. A lot longer than anyone feels it should, I guess. I don't know. Basically, it's helps when you feel like you got support behind you and they're not pushing too hard. That when you do something, that they're proud of you. I guess I've never really felt like anyone has been proud of me. And I've had a hard time trying to cope with this and deal with it and heal and move on. Something tragic happened to me when I was 8 years old. I might not have expressed it till I was 9 or 10. But since then, many things have stood in my way of a normal life. And a lot of people cannot understand why I can't just get over it and move on with my life. Basically, for the claustrophobic, it's like permanently living in a closet and trying to function and live with that fear every day and learning how to cope and deal with it. And maybe, hopefully, one day that door will end up open and you can step outside and breathe. I try to use analogies to where other people can try to understand things that they fear, things that they have a hard time dealing with and have problems with. But even though I relate it to that, they don't seem to still understand why I can't do the things I do. Or hopefully you get what I mean. I can't do things that I should be doing. Things that I know that are very simple and easy to do that I can't do. Like walking into a store and getting groceries, driving a car, living a normal life. I mean, things that are really simple, I have a really hard time with. And, and even though the past 2.5 years, I have gotten a whole lot better at this, it's still taken a whole lot of time to get here. And a lot of people they don't see why it takes so long. But you can't heal a broken leg faster than it's going to heal. You're on the time limit of how fast your body heals. Well, apparently mine heals very slow and at a snail's pace. Maybe now it might move up to a turtle, which moves a little faster, but still not very fast. But at least I'm at that point now. And I've made improvements. And I'm trying to make a better life for me and my family. But it's hard when people don't trust in you and don't give you the opportunity to prove yourself. Instead, they rather smack you with all the things that you can't do and tell you how much of a failure you are, but not in so many words and not straight out front telling you that. But in the other things that they do, their actions and their other words that aren't quite saying you're a screw up. But I've had to learn how to shrug that off and just kind of beat to my own tune and do things my way anyway. It's the only way that I'm going to heal and things are going to get done. I have to feel secure in the fact that I can do something. If I jump too soon for something, then what good is that going to do me if it makes me drown? You know, you can't just throw someone who doesn't know how to swim in the water and hope that they can swim. You have to teach them at least how to paddle first, you know, and at least be able to keep their head above water, you know, or they're going to sink, you know. But everything has their process. Any type of mental problem has its, you know, process that you have to process into your brain for it to work itself out, you know. And this works for anybody who has a problem. You know, you just gotta take one day at a time and try to fix what you can. Be okay that you can't fix everything overnight. And just, you gotta work on your strength. And if it takes 20 years, it takes 50 years, then that's what it's gonna take. And you gotta be understanding to those who have mental issues and mental problems that it's not something that you can just heal. Because you go to therapy, and you get pills, and you take them, and it's just supposed to all of a sudden make you just feel all better, and you're going to be a whole new person, you know, within a month or two, you know, taking them. It works on some people, yes. But theoretically, or I should say, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work that way. You got those who medication works for, and you got those which medication does not work for. Instead, it makes you worse. And when you're on them, you're even more suicidal, you are more depressed, things get to you even more because your moods are all screwed up. So, you know, you have someone in your life that has a disability, a problem, that has to deal with some mental issues. You have to help them and guide them in the direction that they need to be in. Just support them. You know, say, you know, I'm sorry you're feeling like this, but you can do it. Just try, you know. You don't know unless you try. And if you fail, I'm right there to pick you up. You know, it's gonna be okay. If you don't get it the first time, or the second, or the third, or the 50th time, maybe you'll get it, you know, your 70th or 80th time. But the trick is you gotta keep trying. Try and try and try. And eventually one day, you'll be able to do something you couldn't do before. And you'll be a little bit stronger. And you'll be able to, you know, do more things that you're supposed to be doing. And that's basically what I'm doing. Just taking one day at a time, getting a good support system. Don't sit there and be around people that are going to drag you down and get you into that depressed mode all the time and keep you there. You know, you need to find people who are going to support you, be encouraging to you, and basically